Hi, this is Maggie. Today, I wanted to do the chart of the moment, the chart of the day, specifically because the global climate change report came out, and we're at 415, which is my old area code for San Francisco. We're at emissions 415, which is way above the norm. Uh, Escalating global catastrophe. So. It was just announced today. So of course it's about the Earth, and so the chart of the moment is the Sun and Mercury communication in Taurus, fixed Earth sign. So we have communication about the Earth. The Moon's in Virgo. It's another Earth sign. It's trining Taurus. So people are getting very emotional about climate change and global emissions, and it's really beyond the most dangerous levels ever, like going back 20,000 years or so. Yeah, it's serious. And people are still driving around in SUVs. I can see, like, if you're pulling a boat or you're, it's just no longer a status symbol. It really isn't a status symbol. And unless you're pulling a boat or you're living in the mountains or maybe you ski, just to be cool, driving around in an SUV is no longer cool. And so globally, we need to find I don't mean to sound preachy or anything, but it is all this Earth. It's all this Earth, and this announcement came. And it's major. There's Pluto and Saturn and Capricorn. In this chart, they're in the fifth house, but they're trining. There's just so much Earth. They're trining the Sun and Mercury in fixed Taurus. So, it's governments, authorities. I mean, look in Beijing. Everyone walks around wearing masks. I mean, in this country, in the U.S., do we really want to walk around wearing masks because people want to drive their SUVs? I mean, are there trucks? Maybe just to be cool. I could see if you're in the construction business or, there's a need for them. And global carbon emissions out of factories. Yes, of course we need factories, but there has to be a way to be discovered. Not to just spew them into the air. When you see those, even as a child, seeing factories spewing forth pollution, during the Industrial Revolution, and even now, just seeing that is just appalling. I think it's appalling, and we're still doing it. And it's going to be beyond repair. If we could still just take it down a notch, just take it down one little notch, because it's at catastrophic level right now. It's like a red flag warning catastrophe. And so Uranus, that's Uranus and Taurus. It's like a wake-up call. Yeah, Uranus and Taurus, Mercury in Taurus, Sun in Taurus, and Venus is 29 degrees Aries. So it's like Uranus is trying to wake people up, and it is squaring Saturn and Pluto. So that could be earthquake, eruption. This is definitely a sudden electric, unexpected. It's not unexpected, but it's alarming that it's as bad as it is. And all the European countries are out demonstrating, and it's bad. It really is. So Pluto and Saturn represent authority, and of course Taurus is money. So it's money, politics, government that are spewing out the emissions, but the individual, of course, can make choices to protect the environment, and that's what all this Earth is about, I believe. Especially the Moon in Virgo. And he talked about the Sun, Mercury. We just got this report, and Saturn, Pluto. The U.S. pulled out of the Paris climate change accord. But the results just came in from Hawaii. The major observatory in Hawaii. So you can't argue with those. You just can't. You can't. And the inconjuncts are from Jupiter to the Sun. Sagittarius, Jupiter in Sagittarius belief system. So some people don't even believe in climate change. I mean, you really can't argue with facts. I mean, if you you really can't argue with facts. I don't want the temperature to go up 5 more degrees, and more forest fires, and just devastating results of this for the whole Earth. And so basically, it's trying to save the Earth. It's a wake-up call. Uranus is shaking us up. It's shaking up the Earth, trying to wake us up about the Earth in a very shocking but hard way, because it's squaring Saturn and Pluto. That is not an easy message to hear, and some people don't want to hear it, or they just ignore it, or they're not into it, or they go, "Oh, those crazy environmentalists," or it's just California thing or Democratic thing. But it's the Earth. It's really just, it's where we live, and Mars is not habitable. You certainly can't live on the moon, so we're a long ways from that. So we need to protect what we have, and that is the Earth, and that is the whole focus on the Earth right now. Of course, and Uranus has been affecting finances, affecting the tariffs, the tariffs between the U.S. and China. The stock market has been just all over the place. So there's already, we're seeing massive changes in the financial markets at 3 degrees Taurus. So this is a wake-up call for all of us. In this chart, Jupiter is opposed Mars. Jupiter belief systems and international countries, belief systems, is opposed Mars in Gemini. Well, 29 degrees. 29 degrees. Is that Cancer? No, Gemini. Yeah, so it's a critical degree, and it's like sounding the alarm. Mars is sextiling Venus, which is good. So Venus is in Aries, so I guess I'm in Aries, and that's my ruler, Mars. So I'm using my Mars to communicate, like this call to arms. Not call to arms. No, we don't want that. But I just meant to collectively a call to the individual. And, Europe is just out there, and other countries are out there, and, I don't get it. I mean, the U.S., or especially, California, is a front runner in environmental protection, especially the coastal areas. But I still see a lot of people just driving around in SUVs trying to be cool, and it's just not. It really is not. And that's just a minor part. But globally, we're going to see a lot of mass destruction through forest fires, through volcanoes, through tornadoes, floods. We're seeing flooding, just any kind of climate catastrophe, tornadoes. So there are things that we can do as individuals to put the brakes on, because we're way past. I urge anyone to just read the report, read the report for yourself and make a decision to do one small thing, if everybody could just do one small thing. Personally, I drive a Camry. It's a 4 4-cylinder Camry. It's an older car, older Camry, but I always wanted an SUV. I have nothing against them. I think it's great to ride up high and everything, but just when I see a lot of them, like in a valley, like in the Central Valley or so, you know, and I look at the air quality, it just fires up my Mars, I believe, fires up my Mars. So, yeah, so Uranus is screaming. Uranus is just shaking. It's shaking the earth, shaking the government, shaking the very foundations, and whether collectively or individually people to choose to listen to the earth, to the weather, to all the signs, to scientific evidence, or to go into Neptunian denial, you know, with Neptune and Pisces, you know, to stick their head in the sand like, no, you know, I don't see anything wrong, I'm fine in my own little world. You're not going to be fine when Neptune brings about flooding. And Neptune is a water sign. King Neptune rules the sea, and so Neptune, rather, is ruler of Pisces, the water sign. So, you know, we have been seeing a lot of water disasters, major flooding, tornadoes, hurricanes, El Niños predicted. Yeah, so there's a beautiful, beautiful Earth trine that we can really benefit from, should we choose to use it. Beautiful Earth trine. And beautiful trines and beautiful sextiles. The sextile is between Aries and Gemini. So that's communication. That's communication, which I'm trying to do now to wake people up, you know, to wake people up how bad it is. And Mars is squaring the moon. Mars, 29 degrees, critical degree in Gemini, is squaring the moon in Virgo, 1 degree. So the moon is, you know, Mother Earth. The moon is, well, it's in Virgo, so of course Virgo is an Earth sign, and it's in conjunct, the moon is in conjunct Uranus. Yeah, the sun is in conjunct Jupiter, so, you know, yeah, I just wanted to talk about this. I just think it's majorly important. The most important fire is Venus, Chiron, and Jupiter. Jupiter belief systems, international. Yeah, just, you know, God. Sorry I say you know so much, but I just was breaking down the elements. Yeah, Venus and Chiron just went into Aries. Yeah, so we're feeling the wounding, definitely feeling the inner wounding. And Aries is assertiveness, you know, assertiveness. So I guess trying to use my ruler to speak up about this situation. It's my own tiny little part in the universe. Yeah, and then Jupiter, belief systems, international, affecting the whole world. Air is Moon, Mars, and the MC. That's Gemini. Gemini and Mars. Where's Mars? Mars and Gemini and the midheaven. So yeah, it's just a communication of a massively public event happening. It's an event chart of our whole geological system. Yeah, so that's air. And Earth, massive Earth. So if anyone doesn't get it, I mean, yes, politically, you know, there's so much going on. You know, everyone beating drums and tariffs and, you know, nukes and everything else, but this on top of it, and yeah, props to Europe for stepping up. You know, in Beijing they're all wearing masks. In the U.S. though, I don't know. Anyway, Earth is Saturn and Pluto. You know, just the powers that be in trying to wake people up, trying to change structures. These structures are so entrenched. You know, the oil industries, the coal industries, fracking, just spewing stuff into the air. I have asthma, you know, I mean, there's enough stuff in the air without, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not really going on a rant, I'm just trying to get through the chart of the day. So Saturn and Pluto, other than politics, this is, however, our Earth environment is part of politics. It just is, and people are choosing to ignore it. So individually, you can change the collective by making your choices individually. We all count, and we all hopefully want to breathe. I want to breathe. So Saturn, Pluto, Sun, Mercury, and Uranus all in Taurus. So this is the impact. This is the impact report coming out. And I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. And it's just very, very insightful and electrifying, you know. And it's worse than we thought. Sudden, unexpected. I mean, we expected this, but not this bad, I think. You know, it's just alarming, and that is Uranus square Saturn and Uranus square Pluto. So Sun, Mercury, and Uranus. That's wonderful for Taurus to call. It's calling this. Taurus is calling it out. They're calling it out. They're calling it out on a whole collective level to the world. Like, hey, let's save the Earth. I mean, they're fixed Earth. They want to save the Earth. Virgo wants to save the Earth. Capricorn doesn't give a shit. But of course they do. I mean, they're fixed Earth too. So, but it also represents the collective, the government, authorities. So, you know, anyway, and the ascendant is Earth. Yeah, the ascendant's Earth. And so water is the north node. Oops. Water, sorry, I thought it got cut off. Water is the north node in Cancer and Neptune in Pisces. So anyway, I just hope you enjoyed this. If you do, please do something to save our Earth today. Thank you.